Hi guys, welcome to GDPI answer framing series. So in this series, we are going to learn the structure of answers, not trying to memorize them. So in this series, we are going to tackle multiple questions that is very frequently asked in B school interviews. I'm starting with one of the most dangerous question in B school interviews, which is tell me about yourself. Most of the candidates lose control of interview in first 40 seconds during this question. It is not because they don't know their story. It is not because they don't know their background and what to say. One of the major thing they missed is how to structurally give the answers so recruiter have the focus on it. Once you lose the direction of this question, the panel will already decide your trajectory and they are going to judge you on that. So let me come to the point how to fix this. First, moving to structure of the answer, I want to tell you that why these questions matter a lot. See, tell me about yourself is not a warm-up question. It is not a question that your biography, etc. It is not a formality as well. Basically, whatever you say in the 60 to 90 seconds as an answer for this question will become the source of follow-up questions, your academic questions, your work ex question, also for the grilling questions as well. If you mention something vaguely, something randomly, the panel will expand it. They will probably grill you on that. But if you position yourself very clearly, so you will at least have the control of interview in your hand. So in this question, you are not going to story tell or you are not going to waste your time telling something randomly. You are going to focus on these things. So I have divided the tell me about yourself in three-part structure. Three parts includes academic questions, professional and profile highlights, forward-looking intent. So in three-part structure, let me explain everything one by one. In academic foundation, what it should include is that your graduation degree, your major subjects, and relevant academic strength. Suppose you are one of the top 10, one of the top 5 student of your batch, you should include these things. Or in your major subject, if you are a topper or if you have the great percentile, you should mention those as well. So in professional and profile highlights, you should include obviously your work ex, your internship, and also leadership roles. Leadership role includes any position of responsibility if you have taken in your graduation, any leadership roles that you have taken for a short time in your work ex or internship, something that you have done beyond your roles and responsibility. You can also mention those things as well. And you should also mention one or two achievements as well. Why achievements here? Simply stating your work ex and internship role will not justify your professional highlights. And in forward looking intent, basically why you want to join an MBA right now. Great questions for this, but why I emphasize students to mention it clearly in tell me about yourself is that if something there is non-directional in your CV, at least recruiter will get the first hand information why you are looking for MBA. To have the structure of past, present and MBA, should connect these dots through experience and through exposures as well. Let me come to the part of what you should avoid in these sections. Academic foundation, you should avoid your family background, your school stories. Why you should not include family background initially? If the recruiters are interested in that, they will ask you about that, what your fathers do, what your mothers do you have any siblings or not, but don't mention it beforehand. It is not as relevant for the interview. Your school stories, I clearly suggest students to avoid school stories, etc. If you have done your graduation, something is measurable and related to MBA, then you can include. Otherwise, apart from graduation, your school stories, etc., don't include those things. In profile highlight, what you should avoid: reading your full CV line by line. If you are reading your full CV line by line, just imagine they are also a human being. They are not computers. If you read CV line by line, it's not going to help them. It will be a negative point for you. Random activities. You should not put the random activities. You were in the part of Rangoli competition or you were part of a political debate, etc. You should avoid these things. Over detailing will consume your time. It will try to avoid the over detailing. Try to focus on only on those things which can caught the attention of recruiters. Now What to avoid in forward looking intense structure is, I want a exposure, I want a growth. Generic statements, please avoid. I heard this line many times. So if you say this, you are attracting a negative point, not a positive point. So try to avoid these generic answers. For mention something related to your profile, mention something related to your achievements, and have the structure of past, present, and MBA. Don't mention anything randomly. So yeah, these are the three part structure that I recommend students to have this in your tell me about yourself answers. But I'm just telling you, this is not an exhaustive list, and this is also not a personalized thing. Something different in your background which doesn't fit in this three part structure, then don't use it. If you follow this three part structure, it will have at least a structure tell me about yourself answer, not a random. But adding the impact under that answer, it is a different thing and different game as well. So let me talk about what are common mistakes that you should avoid apart from this three-part framework. One of the basic thing is that if you are giving a too long answer, if your answer is crossing 2 minutes, then it's a no-no thing. You have lost your structure and recruiter attention as well. If you're giving too vague answer, if the interviewer is hearing the same thing again and again from the other students, and if you keep repeating that thing in your interview and your answer as well, it will not give you any brownie point. Don't try to mention vague things that I want to do MBA because of growth, because I want to earn a lot of money. So these two vague things or negative things, try to avoid these things. If you are sounding too rehearsed, okay, if it sound memorized, they will probably interrupt you, or they will not focus on your answers, and they will look disinterested in you. So they are also a human being, they are also facing you for the very first time, you are also facing them very first time. If you want to put your good impression on them, don't try to look rehearsed, give memorized answer. Keep this thing in mind that you should also not talk really casually to them as well. You should be a professional, yet not memorized. Too emotional. So this is not your live documentary. It is a professional positioning statement. So you should sound like that in this answer. So I'm going to give you one structured answer. It is similar to my profile, someone who is a fresher. I completed my BCom with focus on marketing and finance, where I consistently ranked among the top student in my batch. During graduation, I actively participated in case study competition and developed a strong interest in marketing and decision making. Alongside my academics, I was involved in public speaking and won a Best Speaker award as well. Through these academic and extracurricular experience, I realized that I want to build a structured career in management, particularly in marketing, which is why I'm pursuing an MBA at this stage. So notice one thing here in this answers: clear academic base, selective highlights, and logical MBA transition. It was nothing dramatic, nothing exaggerated, and nothing memorized as well. So one thing at the last I want to say is that your introduction should control the interview, not surrender it. If you structure it properly, the panel will decide what to explore the next. So in the next episode of this series, I will talk about this question: how to justify your gap years in B school interviews. So if you want me to review your tell me about yourself, you can drop your version of tell me about yourself in comment, and I will review it for you. And if you want a deeper structures answer training for GDPI, you can join my free GDPI CAT preparation group as well. So like, subscribe, and share with those people who can find this helpful, and see you in episode 2. All the best.